Guys, we got a bit of an emergency on our hands right here. We seriously got ourselves a little emergency. Now, I actually retweeted this on Twitter. Shout out to Robin Gaming for even bringing this to my attention and many others, so shout out to him. But according to this, there is a new bug that is supposedly breaking consoles when it comes to the PlayStation 4. Here's the full story. Let's go ahead and get into it. There is a new glitch that basically freezes or locks up your consoles and forces you to factory reset it. Even deleting the messages from the mobile app doesn't work. It happened to me during Rainbow Six Siege. A player from the other team used a dummy account to send the message and crashed my entire team. We all have had to factory reset. Only one of our guys wasn't affected and has its messages private. As noted, the user uses the term bricks incorrectly. A system bricking would apply that a factory reset wouldn't fix it, and that it would need to be sent to Sony. Instead, the user should have used freezes or locks up. Semantics aside, a similar report was also posted on Reddit a few days ago. It reads as follows: I was playing a game when suddenly receiving a private message from someone I don't know with 2 symbols in it. My PS4 froze and gives me a error code. I can go on other users in my PS4 account, but not the one I received the private message from. The second Reddit user stated that they used another account and sent the same mystery symbols and it froze again, seemingly confirming that the personal message was at the heart of the issue. According to Sony's official support page, the message means an error has occurred within the system software. However, Sony's proposed solution doesn't help with this particular issue, but a user has seemingly found a workaround. Said user advises that if one of these symbol messages are sent to you, to simply turn off your PS4 and then sign into the PlayStation phone app and delete the message from there. Press the power button for 7 seconds to make the PS4 enter safe mode and then proceed to rebuild the database. This should fix the problem without factory resetting your system. At the moment, it's unclear how many systems this bug/glitch/hack has inflicted, but it seems like a big enough problem for Sony to need to address this sooner rather than later. Of course, if you see an account doing this, report it. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, just shows that we are not ready for our streaming-only consoles. But before I get into the issue of this whole situation, here is the fix for it, and here's a fix that seems to be working so far. I actually just did this, so here you guys go. This is what you gotta do. I'll put it on the screen right in front of you. Settings. Go to your settings on your PlayStation 4. Go to your account management, your privacy settings, and then go to personal info/messaging. Go to messages, and then set your messages to friends only or nobody if you don't want to receive no messages whatsoever. But really, I would send it to friends only since you should be safe. Okay, that should fix your problem entirely. But with this whole situation right now, it goes to show, man, all it takes is a little bit of incompetence and we're pretty much screwed when it comes to these consoles. I know a lot of people put a lot of faith into these developers, or not developers, but these console manufacturers. They think they have their stuff figured out. There's always a workaround. There's always some kind of hack going on when it comes to hardware and especially software. Sony software, especially Microsoft's, it's not safe. Everybody will be able to do this if they have the talent to do so. It's just very simple. But it's crazy. Something as simple as you receiving a message is pretty crazy. Now, I have lost count of how many times I have gotten random friend requests from these like dummy accounts saying stuff like, hey, I'm a big, or hey, I love you, or something like that, right? And you look at these accounts, there's no trophies, there's no friends whatsoever, just these random accounts, some of which acting like they're females, like trying to flirt with you and try to get you to message them or try to get you into conversations. It's weird. It really is weird. And it's one of those things that you definitely got to take into consideration. So hopefully this whole situation definitely gets resolved. But this is crazy, man. It's crazy how this happens the moment, if you want to count yesterday, because Microsoft came out and they were talking about their update when it came to Alexa support. And, you know, they were talking about voice commands and whatnot. And then what did Sony come out and say? Especially with Microsoft confirming that you can get a Echo Dot with the Xbox, right, with the bundles. Sony's, what was it? I think it was Sean Layden. He came out and said they're looking to crank up communications and looking for ways to basically involve you or inform you better when it comes to their consoles and their software. And that goes back into what I said about the PlayStation 5 as well, when it comes to them coming out with like a portable device to go alongside the PlayStation 5. Now, the portable device, again, it could indeed go with a revamped PSN with a better messaging system and a better event log, so to speak, to keep you more informed about what's happening with PlayStation, especially things such as errors occurring, things such as new updates that are being worked on, things such as friends that are done this, your typical stuff, but also the important stuff. You see, you need to have not just your base stuff, and this goes for Microsoft as well. I know we praise them for the fact that we can now interact with one another in cooler ways, whether it be through Twitter or whether it be through Twitch and things of that nature, linked to your PS4 and your Xbox One. There needs to be another system in play to where we see exactly is coming in the near future, whether it be beta updates that'll tell you and prompt you, like, yeah, we got a beta update that's launching in a few days. Definitely, back up your saves. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that. That needs to be apparent, especially if we're going in this realm where everything's going to be connected to a server, so to speak, and we're pretty much going to be at the mercy of our internet service providers, especially if it takes off in the wrong particular way. This whole situation goes to show that we need these systems and Sony and Microsoft to be on their game. All it takes is one screw up, one little incompetence can lead to so many people losing everything. And you guys see this right here. This is obviously a software problem I'm seeing. I don't really think this is actual hack sort of thing. No, this is more like a software problem that somebody managed to either I guess exploit or whatever. I'm not sure, but this is crazy. This just goes to show though, man, you need all these companies to be on top of their game, especially Nintendo. We need to not make excuses for Nintendo neither. Everybody needs to be held accountable for their actions, regardless of how you might perceive their games. You might love their games, you might love what they bring to you, and you might love what they do, but at the same time, you gotta be upfront with yourself as a gamer and upfront with yourself and the consumer at the end of the day. We are consumers. We buy these consoles and we help these companies get out here. And the only way for us to actually show that our voice still matter is to actually speak up and tell them this is what we want and this is what we need. And for the PlayStation 5, we most certainly need better security. For the Xbox One especially too, we need better security. Especially when we got people using credit cards and having their accounts be linked to credit cards and X amount of things. This needs to be apparent. We need better security. We need better people on board when it comes to these data centers and everything of that nature. When it comes to these messages and all this crap, everybody needs to be on top of their game because it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure this is something that was going on a little longer than expected, and it just finally blew up in their faces. I'm pretty sure this is it. I'm pretty sure, just to be fair, this probably was going on a little longer and just blew up out of proportion now because it happened to the right person who voiced his opinion. And hey, I'm sorry, but it's the truth, man. Sony needs to fix this. Microsoft especially need to be on their game as well. The last thing we need to see is Microsoft getting hit with the same messages, right? Or anybody else, really. We don't need to see this. This needs to be addressed. So hopefully it gets fixed. Hopefully everything is resolved. But as of right now, I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say at all. I know a lot of people are excited for the consoles. They're excited for the new pieces of hardware. But even with the new pieces of hardware, you got to look at it as is, man. Even with the new hardware, having new hardware will not eliminate problems like this. It's a commitment from not just your console maker, but it's a commitment from you as well. You got to be upfront and you got to address this every single time. And you got to be vocal to fix things like this and stop these small little issues from becoming bigger issues in the long run. And that right there is the basic facts right there. That's the basic facts. And that goes for everybody. You got to be vocal. Okay, so hopefully this gets resolved and everything is better. But as far as everything else is concerned, I got the fix right there for you as of right now to stop any of this from happening. And definitely stay clear of dummy accounts and people sending you messages and, well, not messages, but weird friend requests. Do not add any of these accounts that send you weird friend requests. Do not. If you did, definitely delete them immediately. Delete these accounts. You know what I'm saying? Do not have these accounts on your friend list. Do not, because this is pretty telling. And I'm surprised that whole situation hasn't been fixed or resolved. People making these crazy dummy accounts and they're just, giving you virus links. This needs to stop. So there you guys go. I'm Ryan the Professional. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I helped your, help your situation out. If I did, hopefully I alarmed you to the situation as well. But if you enjoyed the video, definitely hit the like button. I do appreciate it. For all those that are new to the channel, hey, welcome. And definitely hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to stay up to date for all your daily news here on this channel. Shout out to you guys for the RGD podcast. Episode 30 was amazing. Thank you guys so much for helping us achieve 30 episodes on this channel. Shout out to the amazing panel, Foxy Games UK, Carlos Fernandez, Jay Fontarelli, Craig Harris, and of course, Ian Roberts. You guys have a blessed one. Y'all be safe and keep it gaming. All right? I'm out of here, guys. Deuces.